कॉलेजचं नाव लिहिलं बाबा. मोबाईल नंबर त्यांचा नाव टाकू. येस टाकतो तुमचा त्यांना. हा. माझ्या 909 909 66 724 असिस्टंट प्रोफेसर. इंग्लिश. RTM नको. RTM नको. जेव्हा बोलतात ना, हॅलो अंकित, जेव्हा बोलतील ना ते म्हणजे बायोडाटा किंवा ते, तर हा ही स्लाईड काढून घेशील म्हणजे येते का बोलताना, मग त्याचा फोटो येते. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. हे सगळं बेस्टच आहे. त्यांच्या घरात ते एनटीयू गेलं त्यांचं बेस्ट 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 पण असं आहे. त्यांचं मस्त ते याच्यात येते ऑटोमॅटिक दाखवते. एक्सला एवढे पर्सेंटेज येते, कलर मध्ये येते मस्त. मी दाखवून तुम्हाला फीडबॅक मस्त. हा. येस गुड. हा झालं. सबमिट. काय मेसेज दोघांना सांगतो. द्या तुमचं ईमेल इथे काय खाता येते का बघा. मेसेज येईल तुम्हाला. येते बघा. हा. हा मॅडम. हा कलर आणि हे पण द्या. त्याच्यावर माझ्याकडे ती मध्ये आहे. ती पहिली वाली. हो फेमस होतं. हे बघा कलर ते आले. Hello, Pooja madam.
I am here.
Yes, we can start. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Huh.
Can I start now, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So, good afternoon, all. Myself, Pooja Jingre, Assistant Professor from Department of Physics, and today, on the behalf of Kamla Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur, I welcome you all in online National One Week Faculty Development Program on Research Methodology, organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Kamla Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today is the sixth and last day of our 1 week long national FDP, and the program has been going really very well from last 5 days with the blessings of our president honorable Dr. Suhasini Vanzari madam and strong back support from our secretary MLC advocate Abhijit Vanzari sir, treasurer Dr. Smita Vanzari madam and principal Dr. Badvaik sir. I feel delightful to introduce speaker of today's technical session, Dr. Naveen Chandra Shimpi sir, Professor Department of Chemistry, Mumbai University, Santa Cruz. He will guide us on the topic of ethics of research and project writing. He holds PhD degree from North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon. His area of research are nanomaterials and their functionalization, biodegradable polymers and rubber nanocomposites, materials for gas sensing and nanocatalyst. He has completed 10 research projects funded by some reputed organizations like DST, CSIR, UGC, AICTE, MHRD, and DRDO. He has successfully guided 14 students for PhD, and 6 students are currently working under his guidance. He has published more than 100 research papers in reputed international journals. He has wonderful number of Google Scholar citations, that is 2061, with H index of 26. He has filed 4 patents and presented paper in more than 60 conferences. He has published 2 books with the publisher elsewhere. And with this formal introduction, now I call upon Professor Shimpi sir to start the today's session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam, for your nice introduction. Can you please, yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Is my screen is visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So before to start with the presentation, I express my sincere thanks to Professor Vasudev Gurnule, sir, the head Department of Chemistry, Kamla Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur, and he is very much active in organizing.
Sir, please make it full screen.
It is already in the full screen. Hello. Gurnule sir, full screen है ना? Is it on full screen?
Yes, sir.
So he is very much active in organization of large number of conferences and such type of staff development programs. And he is very much active in delivering the talks at different places. So I thanks Professor Gurnule sir, Professor Badwai, and his team for considering me for their every program and asked me to deliver the talk such event in this such event. So today I will talk on ethics of research project and paper writing. Before to start with my presentation, I would like to give the few highlights on Department of Chemistry, University of Mumbai. This particular department is located in Santa Cruz and a part of University of Mumbai. We have 4 different courses, that is physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, and analytical chemistry. And before 4 years ago, we have started one self-supporting course, that is industrial polymer chemistry, in association with IRMRA Thane. We have PhD program, and every year we produce more than 8 to 9 PhD students and a good number of publication from the department. So now we talk about the a particular topic, that is ethics of research, projects and paper writing. This is a one quote by APJ Abdul Kalam. All of us do not have equal talent, but all of us have an equal opportunity to develop our talent. Everyone doesn't have that much of active knowledge in their particular field, but some of the we all of have some equal opportunities. We have everywhere, everyone gets the opportunity, and through that opportunity we need to develop our talent. So research is the same thing. We don't have the equal talent about the research ideas to execute it, but whatever the opportunities we can have, according to that opportunity, we can develop our research ability. That is been told by our Bharat Ratna, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. We known him as a missile man. The wise man lets go of all results, whether good or bad, and is focused on the action alone. So when we talk about the research itself is a trial and error basis. Suppose if we talk about a small field, that is a small reaction that is in the field of nanomaterials, as I am dealing in the field of nanomaterials and nanotechnology, nanoscience and nanotechnology. When we go for the synthesis of any of the material, in a first attempt we didn't get a required size of the nano, but we need to experimentalize the things many times, and after some time, after some of the number of attempts, we can get the actual required size as well as morphology. And when we get this, this is the thing, the wise man lets go all result, whatever be the results we obtain, we have to consider all the result, and whether it is good or bad, that we don't think about that. We have to focus on the action alone. We need to focus on our action. Suppose A plus B is converted into C plus D. Our target is to get the highest yield of the product, but many times we didn't get the highest yield. We didn't get required yield of the product, but we need to experimentize the things many times. We have to repeat the things many times, and somewhere we make small mistakes, and that we have to overcome. And once we overcome from that particular mistake, obviously we can able to overcome the issues which can enhance the yield of the product. Means we can minimize the byproduct and we can have a major product in our hand. This is the quote that suggests that the wise man lets go of all results, whether good or bad, and he or she has to focus on the action alone. Research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. Means everyone never thinks what we think. That is the research. Means research should be very unique, very important, innovative, and that innovation not only meant for our publication, but it is for the benefit of the society, benefit for the nation, ultimately benefit for the whole world. So that research should be a very sustainable one. Means we need to think whatever is the thinking level of the others. Beyond that, we have to think, and we have to express our good and a very important passion towards the development of the product, towards the development of the material. Advanced material should be a sustainable one. That should be very important for the society, important for the nation, important for the throughout the world. So that we have to consider ourselves. When we talk about the research, what is research? Here it is completely systematic, point-to-point objectives of that particular research is being given. Research is a systematic and objective investigation of a subject or a problem in order to discover or solve relevant problems. Research, already it is a systematic and objective investigation. What I'm saying in my previous slide, it should be a sustainable, it should be a very systematic one. Means when we have to go with any reaction, suppose if we consider a reaction that is synthesis of nanomaterials like say zinc oxide, we are synthesizing zinc oxide, and for the synthesis of the zinc oxide only we need to take that is zinc chloride and sodium hydroxide we have taken, and both of them we mix it and we get the product of zinc oxide. That is not like one. It should be a systematic, well planned. We need to make our objects clear that what we want and how to get a very smaller particle size. That is our aim. So systematic and objective investigation should be there. Then and then able to solve the problem. Means when we have to synthesize zinc oxide, for the synthesis of zinc oxide, we need to define the mole ratio of the reactant or the precursor first, and then we can proceed the reaction. We need to define, suppose we have defined the ratio 1:1. Then in 1:1 mole ratio, 1 mole should be of zinc chloride, ZnCl2, and 1 mole from the sodium hydroxide. Means when we put both these reactant together, there is a formation of zinc hydroxide. Direct zinc oxide is not possible. Then after formation of the zinc hydroxide, we need to go for the calcination. And after the calcination, we define what will be the temperature for the calcination and what will be the time required for the calcination that we have to define. Means systematic and objective investigation should be there. Then and then we are able to solve the problem in order to discover or solve the data problem. Research is the continual search for the truth using the scientific method. Suppose one of the person has reported that we have a rod-shaped material. Okay. We have a pencil-shaped material. We have a hexagonal material. We have a spherical shaped material. And when we take the idea directly and when we start the reaction, many times we didn't get the same product. So it is a continuous search for the truth using the scientific method. We need to modify the scientific utility for that particular reaction. Then and then it is possible to get the product which have been reported there in the paper. Many times we didn't get, and we immediately say that paper, in the paper it has been mentioned something wrong. It is not like that. Everything is being given properly. Few of the things are not being clearly open up, but we need to search it out what the things been hide by that particular researcher, that we need to search it out, and then accordingly we can plan and modify the further process. Therefore, research is a continuous search. It is a continuous search. We did not uh, lose the things there that we didn't get, and why should we go, or why should we put our efforts? We need to very encouraging and very positive towards the truth, whatever the scientific methods are there. It is the pursuit of the truth with the help of the study, investigation, observation, and comparison. We need to develop something, and whatever the thing already been developed, that developed thing should be again modified, and then we have to do the observation with their results, and then we have to make the comparison how our method is more feasible than the reported one. Research is a quest for knowledge through diligent search or investigation or experimentation aimed at the discovery and interpretation of new knowledge. These are the more important points related to the research when we talk about that, when we say what is research. Research is not. What is research that we have seen? Research is not. Main point, accidental discovery, data collection, searching out published research result in libraries. When we talk about the accidental research, accidental discovery may occur in structured research process. Usually take place the form of a phenomena not previously been noticed. May lead to structured research process to verify or understand the observation. In the accidental discovery usually takes the form of a phenomena not previously been noticed. For example, when we talk about the gravitational force discovered by Einstein. It comes under the accidental discovery. Why it is accidental discovery? He did not sit there to the base of the tree for finding something. He just sit over there to take the race, and suddenly apple falls down towards him. Then he thought that why this apple comes towards only me, not it goes in the air. That is the accidental discovery. He is continuously searching on that, and finally he searched out that there is some force. That force is nothing but the gravitational force. May lead to structured research process to verify or understand the observation. Data collection, any step to gain reliable knowledge. We need to collect the data when we have to do some important or innovative research. Collecting reliable data is a part of the research. Reliable data should be collected. That is a very important part of the process. If you don't have a reliable data, then you can't be able to do the actual research for the benefit of the society. Every time in the research, you should keep in your mind that whatever the research I will perform, I will do, or whatever the product I will develop, that product should be for the benefit of the society, for the benefit of the nation, for the benefit of the whole world. That is very important. And when we put these 3 points in your mind, when you keep these 3 points in your mind, definitely your research will be a very highly flourish one, highly important one, a sustainable one. Searching out published research results in library or the internet. This is an important early step of the research. Now we have a very good hands on the technology. That is, everyone is a very everyone is very techno savvy technocrats. So you can easily able to search out anything on your mobile also, because internet pack is there. Accordingly, you can utilize that facility. Whatever with the research you want to do, you can search it out. There is the Sci-Finder is there. If you are developing some molecule, put that particular molecule, whether already it is been investigated or not, you can put it to the Sci-Finder. Many things can, Scopus is there. You can put your keywords properly. You can get number of searching material from that particular Scopus, then Sci-Finder, and many things. Then the research process always includes synthesis and analysis, but just reviewing of literature is not the research. Actual research should be that. Research should be development of the product. Research should be to develop the product and to execute the product for the actual application. That is the research. A computational research is also a very world-class research, because whatever the product is developed, to that product, what is the energy, what is the homo-lumo band gap for that particular material. DFT analysis is very important. So to take the material from the published work and to put into the modeling, to put for the computational modeling, that is also a very high class research, and that particularly useful for the pharmaceutical industries. Okay, but just reviewing of literature is not the research. You can do the review of the work. Review of the work is very important, because in the review paper you can get all ideas, but in the particular research paper you can have the particular research idea, but only to do the review is not the good word. You can do the review related to your work. Suppose if we have the hands on the synthesis of advanced organic molecules, you can do the research or review on that particular paper. Whatever the peoples have done, you can collect the points in that particular review paper, and what you are doing, that should be come into that particular paper, and compare the things, and possibility in the that you can also put in that review paper is having the high quality impact. But mere to do collect the data, cut and paste, that is not the review. Okay, so these are the ideas about the what research is not. Okay, research is what searching for explanation of event, phenomena, relationship, and causes. What, how, and why things can occur. You always create the question what, how, and why the things are occurring. Are there interaction? Is the interaction is there, or it is some accident, or it is some coincidence, who, where, when, how, what, and why. A process planned and managed to make the information generated credible. The process is creative. It is circular, always leads to more questions. Well designed and conducted research has potential application. Okay. Benefits of the research. What are the benefits of the research? Why we need to do the research? See, we all have degrees in our hand. We are all qualified. We all are educated. We say we are qualified. We are educated. But what is meant by education? Education should be person who is educated. He or she is having well discipline in his culture, well discipline in his activity, well discipline in his movement. The same thing is happen when you can go for the research or when you can enroll yourself for the PhD. During the PhD period, you have spent 3 to 4 years for the research, and during that 3 to 4 years of research, you come in contact with number of students. Sometimes where you are doing the work, there you can have the assignment of the teaching also. Teaching assistance is there, or you are interacting with the number of faculties continuously for 3 to 4 years. You are over there in that particular premises. Okay, so you are in contact with the students of undergraduate, postgraduate. You are in contact with the PhD students of your guide, other guides also. You are in contact with the many faculties. Sometimes the institutions organizing some conferences, like Gunulesser is organizing conferences and staff development program. So many people came over there. You have the good interaction with them. So how to behave with them, how to talk with them, how to discuss your problems with these scientific persons, then you can have that particular idea. Means that develops a critical and scientific attitude. When you enroll for the research, when you do the research, that develops the critical and scientific attitude in you. Discipline thinking to observe objectively. If whatever the things in you surrounding yourself, you are looking towards that particular things very minutely and thinking on that, you are observing the things very critically. That discipline thinking to observe objectively, that creates the discipline of thinking to observe the things very minutely. In depth scientific study comes in your mind. Only not just see they clear, we have just seen that particular material is been observed. How this what is that material, what was the size of what is the probable size of the material, what application can be possible for that application from that particular material. That is the depth scientific study can be possible in your mind. Doing research is the best way to learn to read and think logically with scientific approach. Means every scientific approach can be developed amongst you because of the research. That are the benefits of the research. Motivation for the research, from where you get the motivation from it? To face challenges in solving the unsolved problems. We can face the challenges in solving the unsolved problem. I just elaborate the first point here by giving some example. When I was doing PhD in Jalgaon University, under guidance of Professor Mishra, Professor Mishra has one project received from ISRO University of Pune cell. That is in Pune University, there is the ISRO cell, Indian Space Research Organization cell is there. And sir was submitted one project for the feasibility study of development of rubber material for the cryogenic condition. So that project was very critical because to develop the product of rubber for the cryogenic condition is a very big challenge. Because why we need to develop this product? Because when the ISRO peoples uh, uh, put the satellite to leave the satellite in the space, that time the gasket ring is very high pressure ignition is being done with the rocket to the base of the rocket, and when the rocket goes into the space, that time the temperature is very low. Here the temperature is very high at the time of the ignition. That time the rubber material get brittle and it starts to melt. And when it goes into the space, that time becomes very brittle. So both the temperature cannot be suitable for that particular rubber ring. O-rings are there to the base. So we have resolved the problem that material should be worked at high temperature also, at low temperature also. And we have used the technology of nanoscience and nanotechnology. We have developed few nanomaterials, nanofillers we have developed. And by adding that nanomaterial, we are able to sustain the material of rubber O-rings to the high temperature as well as to the low temperature also. That is the challenges in solving the unsolved problem that we have done that time. Desire to get research degree. Research degree, we have to take the research degree, but research degree should be with a high quality, with a high standard. That should be our aim. To get intellectual joy of doing some creative work. Intellectual property should be developed from that particular research to get the intellectual joy of doing some creative work. Desire to be of service to the society. Already from the beginning in my lecture, I'm continuously saying here, whatever the work you are doing, that should be beneficial to the society. Desire to get respectability. You need to get the respect. Okay. See, when you are doing research of a high quality and publish into the high impact factor journals, people's referring that work and they are cite your papers in their research work. That and when they are citing your papers, you will get very fame from that particular work, and people are calling you to deliver the lectures. Means that is the respect you are getting from that particular research. So your passion, your research passion should be for the development of the high quality product that should be beneficial to the society, so that you get the respect from the society and you can be invited over there to discuss your research problem there. Steps in research process. What are the steps? Formulating the research. Hello?
1495.
Hello? Yes?
कंटिन्यू.
नाही सर, कोणीतरी मध्ये बोलतंय म्हणून.
हा ते ओके.
99225.
त्यांचा म्यूट नाही केलाय.
Formulating the research problem, extensive literature survey, developing hypothesis. These are the steps which I am showing you for the research. Formulating the research problem, you need to formulate the research problem first. Then do the literature review, whatever is the problem. Before to start with the research, you have to find out the proper research guide. That is the important step. You have to find out the proper research center. Find out the research center, then find out the proper research guide. Whatever the research you want to do, whether that research guide is doing the research in that particular field or not. If you don't have any research topic and if you have only the research guide, whatever the research problem on research problem he is working, you should have to cope up yourself over there. Okay. So finding the research center, finding the research guide, then formulating the research problem, extensive literature survey you need to do, develop the hypothesis, prepare the research design, means whatever the methodology you have been adapting, that you have to prepare, collection of the data first, execution of that particular project, whatever the results in your hand, you need to analyze, then generalization and interpretation, and whatever the work you are doing for every 6 months, that you need to present in front of the research advisory committee, that is we call as the RAC. Before that, when you formulate the research problem, you can face the committee first, RAC, then get the approval for that particular topic, whatever the topic you have formulated. If any suggestion given by that committee, you should have to incorporate that suggestion and then submit your title for approval from the RRC of the university. And then in between that, you can initiate your work because that will be very helpful for you. What is research problem? Suppose research problem is an unanswered question. When you are defining the research problem, that is unanswered question, because many things you have to do during that particular tenure of the program of your research. So research is an unanswered question. that a researcher might encounter in the context of either a theoretical or a practical situation. Suppose I have just put one problem of one of the research student. Initially, what she has proposed, that is room temperature sensing of a poisonous gas at ppm level with response time in a seconds. Very particular topic it is. When you look into this particular topic, room temperature sensing is okay. Sensing of poisonous gas is okay. But at ppm level with response time in a seconds, that is very particular one. We need to do it accordingly only. Sometimes if anything is not possible, so if you have mentioned in the topic, then you have to do it. So topic should be a larger one. Topic should be the broad one that is not particular on that particular issue. So we have modified it. Development of technique for the synthesis of smart nanomaterials or a smart sensors. We have developed a technique for the smart sensor. Okay. So we remove all these things, gas at ppm level with response time in a second. We have modified the title like this so that we can have large number of experimentation can be possible for under the beyond or under the hidden line of that particular topic. Extensive literature survey and review, books, journals, many things can be possible. Before 10 to 15 years, when the researchers doing the research, they have to search out the uh, different libraries where the journals are available. Mostly Maharashtrian students used to go to National Chemical Laboratory because in NCL, large number of journals subscription is available. Hard copy, that is a printing copy is available. Myself in 2006, 2003, 2004 went to Pune, take the permission from the particular scientist and enter in the library and search out the different journals. Like as I was done my research in the field of polymer, so I search out the journals like Journal of Polymer and Applied Science, Journal of Applied Polymer Science, Journal of Polymer Research, then Polymer International. Many journals we have searched, and from that particular journal we are searching out our own work. What is the work we are doing, whether it is available or not. We then the Xerox come to the research center, read that particular papers, and then we have formulating our work. Okay. So books are required, journals are required. Now here we in our hand, internet, database, archives, interviews are available, observations are available, reports are available, records are available. So critical review the literature on the problem under study. Any such work done by other in the past, you have to go through that, state whether you want to confirm the findings, challenge the conclusions, extend the work further, whatever the work the previous person done and what is he or she have not done. Further, you can extend it again, bridge some gap in the existing knowledge. Extensive literature survey. Library CAS by substance index, by formula index, by author index. When we talk about the electronic, I already mentioned that, already discussed about the point that is a Sci-Finder is there, Science Direct is there, Internet is there. Various sources are there, as I already mentioned, archives, books, journal, database, internet, interviews, observation, reports, record. We opted Sci-Finder and Science Direct. Directly you can search out there, put the keywords, search out the journals, you will get whatever the work you are doing. Accordingly, you can get the number of papers over there. This is the search of the topic. This is the Science Direct. If you go into the Science Direct site, you can put the polymer nanocomposite. If you know the author's name, if you know the journal or book title, volume, issue, you can put all the things. You will get the n number of things over this particular page. Many things will be displayed below. Okay. Then author search. Suppose if you have known the author, that is suppose myself, NG Shimpi is there, you can put there, you will get n number of listings are there. Then if you have the name of the journal, composite part A, applied science, or if Journal of Applied Polymer Science, sensors and actuators part B. If you have the journal's name, that is a what we call Polymer International. If you have a journal Surface and Applied Chemistry or ultrasono chemistry is there. Many things you can put there. You will get the here. Okay. Presentation of a report. How to present the report. title of the article. Initially, you can put the title of the article. Whatever the article you have, you should define the abstract accordingly. What abstract should be there? A brief summary of the work done, major observation and result. Suppose you have done the work on synthesis of hierarchical zinc oxide nanoparticle and their application in, say, gas sensing. So this is the title of your work. Then what abstract should be there? What is gas sensor? 1 or 2 lines about the gas sensor. Why need the gas sensors? That should be come into that particular first 1 or 2 lines. Then how you have synthesized zinc oxide and how you have characterized the zinc oxide material. How you have put that zinc oxide for the gas sensing purpose, which gas you have detected, what is the response time, what is the recovery time that you have to put. Okay. At what temperature, at what humidity condition you have put it. Then whatever the work done on the zinc oxide, if with other morphology anything is done, and what is your morphology, you have to compare the things and how your work is more effective as compared to the other, that should be come into the abstract. Then introduction, name of the problem, whatever the problem, what you are doing for the gas sensing. How many gas, why gas sensing is required. Suppose you have selected a gas like, say, LPG. LPG is hazardous. How it is hazardous, that you should compare it. Okay. What are the problems of leakage of the LPG, that you should put it. Clear reason for understanding the particular reason. Put forward the hypothesis. Then enumerate aim and objectives of the work. Means 1, 2, 3, 4 points should be there. And then how your work you have done and how it is important to the society, that you have to put in that particular introduction also. Then materials and chemicals used, that should be clearly mentioned. Then come to the result discussion. Result discussion, what is result discussion? Experimentation should be in the materials and experimentation. Detailed experimentation should be there. What instrument you have used for the characterization, that should be there. Not complete theory. Don't put the theory. Which instrument, what is the range of your characterization, and what you have done. Okay. So that should be 1 or 2. That should not be too large. Okay. Not too extensive. It should be in a concise manner. Then result discussion, whatever the characterization you have done, if you have done XRD, you can explain the XRD properly, how your particle size, what particle size you have obtained, what are the crystal planes, all these things should be there. Then if you have done FTIR for the functional group analysis, accordingly you can explain how many, which functional groups are present, which are not present, why others are absent, why these are present, that should be clearly mentioned. Then you have done the gas sensing. Explain the gas sensing, response time, recovery time, then at what ppm level you have done, how it is happening. Then come to the conclusion. Conclusion should be 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Very elaborative, very extensive, but in a concise manner. Don't put large number of lines. 1, 2, 3, 4 points only there. Okay. This review literature, materials, methods. I have already mentioned definition of population, understanding, selection, sample, nature study, then result, presentation of the data, analysis of the result, unbiased statistical analysis should be. Discussion, conclusion, recommendation or constructive suggestion. If your work is too effective, then you can give the commercial availability, commercial applicability of the work. How your work is commercially very cheaper as compared to the available materials. That you have to give the comparison of that. That will be very much effective. Okay. If you have acknowledgement like suppose if you have funding from any other research funding agency, you can acknowledge the authors of the authors are thankful to DRDO, ISRO, UGC, DST, CSIR for providing the financial assistance. That 2 lines, 3, whatever the project number is there, you can incorporate that project number. If you have done the characterization from the other sources, okay, that should be acknowledged it properly. If free of the sample they have done, then that time you can acknowledge without fail. If any of the person help you for analysis, then that can come under the acknowledgement. If you have the research collaboration, you can add him or her in the co-author also. That is your question. Then bibliography or references should be there. References should be properly been numbered. Whatever introduction, how many references been put into the introduction, how many references you have put in the result discussion, that should be there. And appendices, whatever the appendices is there, formulas, equations are there, that you can put. This is about that particular research. Now project. You have to collect the fund for the research from the funding agencies, because many funding agencies are ready to give the funds for the high quality, high class research, not for any class of the research. They need a very proper and objectivable and beneficial work for the society that is being funded by that particular funding agencies. So this is the format from the DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization, ER and IPR, extra mural research and intellectual property, like that is called as ER and IPR, DRDO New Delhi. They are giving the funds for the research purpose. And this is one project which was sanctioned before 3 years ago for rupees 75 lakhs rupees. Okay, that is we have defined the title: green chemistry approach for the synthesis of smart nanostructure using ultrasonic cavitation technique with study of particle formation mechanism and their application in specialty polymer. Green chemistry. What is the aim of the project? Whatever the nanomaterial we will synthesize, that nanomaterial through the green chemistry approach. Smart nanostructure we will synthesize. Okay. Particle formation mechanism we will study, and their application in specialty. These are the 4 main objects. Okay. Then you can define the keywords: smart nanostructures, green approach, ultrasonication, specialty polymers, and their properties. You can put the type of the institution, whether state government, semi-government, private, whatever it may be, you can put it accordingly. If your project duration is 3 years, you can put it 3 years. If it is 2 years, you can put 2 years. Then principal investigator, name of the principal investigator, designation, and whatever it may be. If you have co-PI in your project, you can put the co-PI also. The purpose of the co-PI is that every funding agency is now asking the co-PI, because sometimes what happens, a principal investigator or any of the person can be get selected to other institute. He can leave the department or she can leave the department for any purpose. Okay. So that time the liability comes to the co-investigator. Therefore, co-investigator should be there. So principal investigator, co-investigator, your address should be there, and main objectives of the proposal. What are the objectives of it? These are the 4 to 5 objectives you have to define here. Then other objectives. They have mentioned clearly, not exceeding 50 words. 50 words, not beyond the 50 words. Only 50 words should be there, or less than 50 words, it is okay. Name and affiliation of the visiting faculty of research consultant. If any visiting faculty comes from DRDO or from other institute, that you should clearly mention here. They see name of the collaborating DRDO institution. They will define. If you don't have any idea, then when they call for your presentation and defense for the project, that time if your idea is very good, they are defining the collaborator here from the DRDO. Any of the sister institute, they call sister institute. If your project is on the composite, then that comes under the Kanpur, DMSRD Kanpur. If your project is under the composite, but for the marine application, that it comes in the NMRL, that is the Naval Material Research Laboratory, NMRL Ambernath. If your project is related with the propellants, then it comes under this one, that is from the Pune DRDO sister laboratory. So name of the laboratory, if any collaborating in the past, whatever it may be, you can fill it up there. Then publication related to the work, whatever the work you are proposing for this particular project. If you have any projects or patent, you can put into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this, whatever it may be. Then propose expenditure. This is the complete financial assistance required for that. These are the previous projects sanctioned to the principal investigator. You have to mention here, completed, surrender, whatever it may be, waiting for the disbursement of the fund, whatever it may be. Okay. Then application for grant research project under the defense grant in aid, section A. This is the first section now. Title, type of the project, under which area it goes, nanotechnology, nanoscience. Whatever the aims and objective of research proposal you have write previously, that you can put here. These are the objectives again you can put over there. Okay, that is a very in detail project idea. Okay, then again principal investigator name, co-investigator name. Then proposed duration of the research proposal 3 years. Phase wise explanation, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, like this. Okay. Then details of the staff designation, at what fellowship you are requiring, HRA and number of posts. List of the equipment which you are procuring from that particular project, that you have to give 1, 2, 3. You can give the 3 to 4 names of the instrument. Whatever be the feasibility will be there. Accordingly, you can purchase it out. Okay. Maintenance fund. Why you require the maintenance fund? Why we need the expendable? That you should explain it here. Why you need contingency? Why you need travel grant? Why you need visiting faculty? Any procurement services you require, that should be clearly mentioned. Then brief review of the state of art in the field, national and international. Whatever is the work done to the national level as well as international level, you can focus it out here. Okay. And that should not be too long. It should be only half page. Means 10 to 15 lines should be sufficient. Okay. And you put proper references over there. These are the references. Scientific importance. What is the scientific importance of the project? If you are submitting it to DRDO, then how that work is important to the DRDO, that you should explain it here. The method and procedure. How will you synthesize the material, that you have to mention. Preparation. As we are working on the green chemistry approach, preparation of leaf extract, synthesis of nanomaterial, like that you have to explain it. Then characterization of the materials, how you are characterizing. Preparation of nanocomposite, how you will prepare the nanocomposite, testing of polymer nanocomposite, mathematical model for the particle formation, and then applicability of the project in the DRDO, that you have to mention. Then facilities, whatever the facilities you have available in your institute, that should be incorporated. Additional requirement required from the proposed work, you have to explain it. Previous work done in the related field that you are, and your biodata of the investigators. How many funding agencies are available? University Grant Commission is also giving the funds. Now it comes as a PM Usha scheme, RUSA, Rashtriya Uchchatar Shiksha Abhiyan, they have been created. From that you can get the fund. CSIR is also giving the funds from the extramural research activity. They are giving the funds for the traveling abroad for the presentation of your work in different conferences like this. UGC also giving that one. Indian Statistical Institute is also giving for the persons working in the mathematics statistical things. Indian Council of Social Science and Research for the social sciences research work. Department of Science and Technology, DST, is giving n number of the projects. That is bilateral collaboration, international collaborative research work also been possible. Then individual centric projects are there. Many theme based projects are also possible from the Department of Science and Technology. Department of Biotechnology gives the project related to research in the field of biotechnology. Indian consent means only biotechnology person can put the project over there. It is not there. Whatever the work related to the biotechnology application, pharmaceutical application, or biological applications are there, a chemistry person can do that work, and he or she can also submit the proposal to Department of Biotechnology. Indian Council of Agricultural Research, that is the ICAR, also funding for the research. Baba Research and Nuclear Center, BRNS Mumbai, is also giving. DRDO, as I mentioned, this is the proposal which I have shown, that is from the DRDO. Earlier I mentioned that I work on Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, UOP, Pune, University of Pune cell. That is for the feasibility. 1 year project is been getting from that ISRO UOP cell. Nano mission is there. AICT is also giving the projects to the engineering institutions or technological institutions that AICT is giving, not for the other than engineering and technology institute. International funding agencies, World Bank, Asian Development Bank, United Nations Development Program, International Food Policy Research Institute, many more bilateral collaborations with DST and UGC can be possible. Ministries, special ministries are there. They are also giving Ministry of Ayush, Ministry of Environmental, Ministry of Food Processing, Ministry of Non-Conventional Energy, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers, Ministry of Information and Technology is also giving the projects. Institutional funding to the institution, many fundings are getting, like DST fees, then SAP from the UGC, DST fees from the Department of Science and Technology, from World Bank. Innovative programs, like innovative program means you can run the program like MTech, suppose macromolecular science, MTech nanoscience and nanotechnology, MSc polymer science and technology. Under that program, that is called innovative program, from the UGC you can get it. Then funding for the conferences and symposium, as I mentioned, UGC, Department of Science and Technology also giving, BRNS, ACRB, DRDO, AICTE. consultancy project, you can get the consultancy project from the various industries. They are also giving their problem and they are asking to resolve this problem for us. Before 2 years, I have one project from that is Indophil Chemical Limited, Thane. They have given one project to me and to find out the alternative for the plasticizing material. So we have developed some plasticizing material from there for that. One of the Canada-based companies there, they have asked for to development of the human compatible sensor. We have developed 60% of the part of that particular sensor, and they are thinking to commercialize it. So you can have the good opportunity from the consultancy projects from various industries. So this is my research group. From previously, it is from Mumbai University. This is from Jalgaon University. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for such a wonderful session on the writing of research paper and the project proposals. Now I call upon Dr. Gurnule sir for the concluding remarks of the today's session. Over to you, sir.
Before that, ask the question. See any participant or questions? Hello, Pooja.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If anyone has had to ask question to sir, so then they must feel free to ask.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, if you want to prepare synthesis and characterize material for the application of solar cell, then what points and what methodology should we kept in mind?
When you think about the solar cell application, that time you have to think which material having the good solar application. That you have to think it about us. Okay. Then second thing, commercial applicability of that particular material. When you think that this material, suppose zinc oxide is there, whether the zinc oxide can easily be synthesized or not in the laboratory. Okay. What will be the percentage yield of that product? You will need a maximum amount of the yield should be the maximum one. Then and then that methodology is applicable or feasible. And third, how that material will give the improved solar cell activity that you have to think, and then accordingly design the material.
Okay, sir.
Again, any questions from the participants? Is there any questions from participants again? Hello.
Good
Hello.
afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Please.
So I just wanted to ask, how is plagiarism checked there?
You can check the plagiarism with the help of Turnitin and Whirlpool. Okay. If you don't have that facility, you can ask the Nagpur University campus, and if you have the relation with any of the faculty, you can do the whatever the material you have drafted. You can
Yes.
send that material to them and then take the plagiarism report. And if it exceeds more than 10% or more than 20%, then you can minimize it, make the modification, alteration, and again check the plagiarism, and then again verify whether it goes down 10% or not. Okay, 10% more, below 10% is feasible. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Again, is there any question from the participants?
Hello, sir.
Please
Yes,
to
yes.
ask.
Sir, hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you, sir. Here my question is, suppose I am writing synthesis process and characterization with the help of AI tools. Is it shows any plagiarism, sir?
Yes, yes. I can't get you.
Are you audible, sir?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Suppose I wrote the synthesis process as well as characterization with the help of AI tools, sir. I wrote.
Hmm.
Is it plagiarism? How much may I assess, sir? Plagiarism.
You have to check it on the Urkund and turn it in software, and then you can get the idea how much plagiarism will be there.
Okay, sir. By checking tentative app, sir. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Otherwise, okay, sir. Is it shown plagiarism or not with the help of AI tools?
It will show. I don't have an idea about AI tool, but you have to check whether it will show or not.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes.
Again, are there any questions from the participants?
Sir, is there any free plagiarism checker software?
Free plagiarism software is there in if you go online on Google, it is there, but they are not giving the proper idea about that. So mostly you can go with the whatever the UGC recognize plagiarism softwares are there. You can go through it because most of the international journals from elsewhere publisher, Springer, then ACS, then your Taylor and Francis, they are mostly looking into this Turnitin and Urkund softwares they are using, and there again more advanced software is there. So when you check your plagiarism, if it finds below 10%, but mostly what happens when they are checking the plagiarism to their end, that time it comes more than 15 to 20%, because we are putting some filters at our end. Okay, they are not putting any filter. They are completely open it up, and accordingly they are checking. So when you are doing, you can go with the authentic plagiarism software and get it done. Don't go for the free or like this.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
so your session was really knowledgeable and it was very effective also. So if any time can we come to meet to you in your university, sir?
you are from?
I am from basically I have done my education from Nagpur, but
Yes.
at present I am in Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh.
Okay, no issue, no issues.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
So I think again someone want to ask any question. Hello. So is there anyone who want to ask some questions to sir? Okay. So
Dr.
hello.
Pathak, unmute yourself. What is your question? Hello, Dr. Pathak. You can write your question in the chat box so that accordingly I will answer. No issues. If you are
Hello.
any question from other participants, please. I think no question, man.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I think the technical session, I think the questions from all the participants and queries from them are solved now. So, sir, the session was really very informative and wonderful. And now I call upon Dr. Gurnule, sir, for the concluding remark for the today's session and further the valedictory session of this national FDP. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Pooja, madam. Just professors Naveen
Yes.
Chandra Shilpi sir have given detailed information and good presentation on the topic ethics of research project and how to write the paper. And sir has explained well all the different as parts of the research papers and what are the research, what are the benefits of research, and how we get the motivation from the research, and how to solve the research problem, and how to carry out the literature survey, now and old procedure, how to review the paper, presentation of the report, and how to write the project in different for funding agency, and different funding agencies are there like ACRB, DST, BRNS, and UGC, and so many in case of social science also ICSSR, Indian Social Science and Research is there. So from the faculty from art, commerce or science, they can apply for the funding for doing the research, and research scholar and teachers also get benefited from all this presentation because sir has explained detail about how to carry out the research and what are the how to complete it, and also after completing also how we can apply for the funding. One example also given for the as an example of DRDO, how to write the proposal, what are the objective and other financial support. So detail we get information from today presentation. Thank you sir for your nice presentation and detailed information. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So today is the last day, and so as the convener, I should have to thank to all the participants and other dignitaries. So today, just we have completed national level 1 week FDP on research methodology, which is organized by IQAC of the Kamla Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. First, I would like to thank Honorable Dr. Suhasini Vanjari, Madam, President of Amasya Mandal, and Honorable Advocate Abhijit Vanjari, MLC and Secretary of Amasya Mandal, Nagpur. They always have been the source of inspiration for organization of such type of national or international event. So as a convener of this FDP, I am very thankful to Honorable Dr. Smita Vanjari, Madam, Treasurer of Amasya Mandal, Nagpur, for kind support in organizing this FDP and accepting our invitation to preside over the inauguration of the FDP session. I express my thanks to our chief guest, Professor D.V. Prabhu sir, General Secretary of ACT Mumbai, who accepted our invitation and delivered a graceful speech on this occasion. I am personally and on behalf of organizing committee thankful to all the resource person, Dr. Professor N.B. Singh from Sharda University, Greater Noida, Professor M. Swaminathan from Kalasalingam University, Tamil Nadu, Professor V.V. Gite from North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon, Professor N. Selvapalam from Kalasalingam University, Professor Bhushan Chaudhary from North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon, and Professor N.G. Shimpi from University of Mumbai for their acknowledgeable and excellent presentation delivered in this faculty development program. I also express my thanks to our principal, Dr. D.S. Badwai sir, for guiding me from time to time to make this FDP a grand success. I also express my thanks to organizing committee members of the FDP and accuracy coordinator of our college for cooperation in the organization of this FDP. I am also thankful to all the participants from various states. This time we get overwhelming response and more than 1,000 participants have registered for this FDP. So I am very thankful to all the participants for giving a warm response to this national level FDP program. Also, all the staff members of our college also need to thank because they did not leave unturned to make this FDP a grand success. At last, I give thanks to all those who have helped us directly or indirectly to make this FDP a grand success. So thank you to all, and over to you, madam.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I request all the participants to switch on their videos for the group photo of the today's session.
Videos has been disabled from your side, ma'am.
No, from my side there are
Okay,
no
okay. This is okay.
disability of
Yeah.
the video.
Message is coming. Unable to access camera.
Hello, sir.
Aniket?
Hello? Can't start. Hello?
Is
Just
there
a
any
minute. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yes, completed. Now you can switch on your camera.
Sir, still
Sir,
same message
it's
is
not
coming.
start.
Sir, still we are getting the same message. Unable to access camera.
Aniket? So thank you, Professor Shimpi sir, for joining and giving nice presentation today.
Okay, sir. Can I leave?
Yeah. I will ask today the Professor Umre. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Now complete our photograph, Aniket. And thank you to all participants.
Hello?
And you will
Sir,
get today.
कैमरा स्टार्ट नहीं हो रहा है सर.
सबका कैमरा शुरू कर दिया है, इधर से अभी कंप्लीट शुरू हो गया है, आप स्टार्ट करो.
अरे नहीं हो रहा है सर, हमने वो स्क्रीनशॉट भी भेज रहे, देखो.
Sir, I think there is some technical issues from the end.
From our side we have completed. है ना अनिकेत?
सर अभी कैमरे को ऑन रखना है या ऑफ रखना है?
अभी ऑन रखो, आपका फोटो आ जाएगा.
सर मेरा फोटो तो आ रहा है.
नहीं, सबका आना चाहिए ना, आपका तो आना चाहिए, बाकी का भी.
सर मुझे मेरा दिखाई दे रहा है, बाकी का पता नहीं मेरा आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है आप लोगों को.
आपका दिखा, बाकी सब लोग अभी आ गए हैं, सभी का निकाला है फोटो. And thank you to all. Today you will get attendance link in the group, and in the evening you will get the feedback link, okay, on your email ID.
After filling that feedback forms, you are able to access the certificate, e-certificate for this FDP.
So link will be available in your email ID. You check after 1 hour. Check your email after 1 hour for feedback. Okay. All of you will get the certificate. All of you get, if any difficulty, then you can WhatsApp me. Send me the message on the WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay, sir.